On the question of the rules, I would really prefer that we really should put the context in the following manner. The first point I want to make is that the rules are rules of Parliament. They are not meant for the EFF or the IFP or any other political parties. The decorum of the House is a responsibility for all of us as members of Parliament, whether one is in the National Council of Provinces or in the National Assembly. For Parliament to succeed in doing its work, we need a greater collaborative effort, working together. And indeed, if we do that, work together, there's so much that can be done, so much that can be achieved. In relation to the former presidents and their attendance, please refer to the statement. We expect all the people who are mentioned in the statement to be present and to be part of processes in keeping with all other previous state of the nation addresses. The other issues related to the budget and the international guests, I'm sure the other fellow colleagues who are here in the form of the Secretary to the NSOP or the council will deal with the issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and good morning to all the members of the media and to presiding officers. On the invited, just to reinforce the point the chair has responded, all the former presidents and former presiding officers have been invited and have confirmed receipt of the invitation. So we're currently processing, and we look forward to receiving those who will be able to make it. And that happens in the context of many other assignments that they may be handling. But from the side of Parliament, we definitely look forward to receiving and hosting them. On the issue of international guests that have been invited, the presiding officers, amongst other guests that they've invited, the current president of the International Parliamentary Union, IPU, the global body of all parliaments, has been invited, and that is the Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Tanzania, who is the current president of the IPU. Also, the Africa Region Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA, has been invited. The AU, African Union Chairperson of the Commission, has also been invited, and we look forward to hosting them. On the question of the budget, as we have reported last year, Events of this magnitude and scale do require resources and significant resources to be able to convene all the logistical infrastructure, knowing that Parliament is not operating inside the Parliament that we had. So we have put aside an amount of about 6.5 million rand as a budget. So as we work on, we will be able, as a standard measure, after the event, we will be able to have a fully reconciled figure on how much was spent on the event, but it usually ranges from those areas. Last year, we put about 5 million, and this year, we have budgeted about 6.5 million rand as a budget. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I thought I should respond to the challenge of the EFF record. One radio journalist, his name is Glenn Thomas, if I'm not wrong, says in the morning, I'm tired of being wrong. There will be the weather today. He has often said 60% will rain and some are so beautiful, it was unbelievable. Anybody thought it was going to rain. Speculation is difficult. Parliament will be in court to defend itself, but we have grounds to rest on previous cases that went to court. That those who took us to court were reminded that it is our responsibility as Parliament to govern ourselves. The rules constitute what we do to govern ourselves. It is only in the absence of rules where courts have said to us, make up the rules, like we did in the case of the removal of the public protector. But otherwise, we think that we are on sound grounds, making rules as appropriate in our observation of what happens inside the Parliament for all the time, for all members of Parliament. And so that's what we think. This is what gives us confidence. In the event that it rains and or they win, there are still rules to be applied. They will be applied forcefully. There's no question about it. And there's no question about us doing that effectively. It is perhaps appropriate that in the usual separation of powers, it's important to remember that the rule of law says that the courts know their boundaries. They often give us 24 months to correct and remedy where we have violated the law by not making certain provisions that perhaps fly against the Constitution. So those are decisions that we are familiar with. In that event, we are given the space to legislate, which is our role. So the courts often do not go into that direction. I thought I should make that point. And we hope that all members of Parliament, including those of the EFF, will respect the requirement. We will never rest and not remind every one of the members of Parliament to recognize the value and importance of Parliament and how it conducts its affairs. So this is what is the point that we are facing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think maybe we can take the last round, if there is any. I don't want to provoke you. If you are satisfied with the information that we have provided you, I don't see any other question. I think if there is not any other input from the panel or parting shot, then allow me to thank you for coming to this media briefing. We look forward to seeing you on the 8th of February. As we have said, the names of those that we have approved, the media applicants, they are on the website of Parliament. And the Yeah, so we're encouraging you to make your way as early as possible to get accredited, to receive your accreditation checks, so that you don't, especially because you are local, you don't want to be standing in long queues with your Johannesburg counterparts or other journalists from outside of the source. Even them, we have encouraged them to come on time. And then finally, as it is usual, we will have the presiding officers on walkabout on the day before the State of the Nation address. We will give you the details. And then tomorrow, we've got a special ceremony to launch the state-of-the-art parliamentary television studio, as well as the final control center. As you will be aware that the final control center was affected by a fire, and we've got a new one. So you are invited to be part of that event tomorrow. But thank you very much. This brings us to an end of our media briefing. Thank you very much.
Can be a nightmare. So they better from
So Gail says he hasn't received the Angolan letter. Gail says he hasn't received the Angolan letter. I ask her now, where's the Angolan letter?
Yeah. Sabang. Sabang.